Okay, here's my audience again. I am Ella McKnight, and this is my speech on why school start time should be later in the day. Imagine waking up at 5 a.m. every morning and being forced to run a marathon. That is what it's like when students are forced to wake up every morning and learn before their brains are even awake. If you have ever experienced high school, you understand the struggle of not being able to stay awake in your first few class periods of the day. That is not your fault. School set us up to fail from the beginning. Being forced to learn before we are awake is almost an impossible task. School should have start times that work with the adolescent brain, rather than against it. Being a student, I also struggle with waking up in the mornings. Not only do I struggle with waking up, but I also struggle with comprehending the information I am receiving. I've done many hours of research on students' brains and the correlation with school start times, and I have gathered the most accurate information to give you the best knowledge on the subject. School start time should be required to be later in the day because it helps improve students' academic performance, physical and mental health, as well as overall well-being. According to Stanford's 2024 Sleep and Academic Excellence, A Deeper Look by Keshav Segal, the National Sleep Foundation recommends students get 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Today, I'm going to start with explaining the negative effects that early start times have on academic performance. After that, I will move to the effects that it has on students' health. And finally, I will go over the effects that it has on the long-term well-being of all students. School start time should be later in the day because it helps improve better academic performance. Most students care about their grades. Being able to have later school start times is beneficial because it provides an outline for the students to get better grades that they want. According to an August 2022 Time magazine, Why Sleeping In on School Days May Be Good for Teens' Health by Jamie Duchamp, more sleep leads to better attendance in school, which overall leads to better academic performance and test grades. According to a 2015 CDC press release, most middle and high school days start too early. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that school start no earlier than 8:30 a.m. This allows students to get their full 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Allowing students to get the correct amount of sleep has a positive correlation with academic performance and overall grades. Going beyond academic performance, later school start times also improve health. Early school start times harm the students' physical and mental health. Most students do not get enough sleep every night. This lack of sleep can lead to serious health issues both mentally and physically. The same 2015 CDC press release says that adolescents that lack the correct amount of sleep have a better chance of developing anxiety, depression, and obesity later in life. There's also a correlation with substance abuse and car accidents. Judith Owens and Tara Zipworn's Healthy School Start Times, A Call to Action for Sleep Professionals from Sleep Review Magazine 2017, says that adolescents have a natural shift in their biological clocks as they grow older. This makes it harder for students to wake up early and go to sleep at an earlier time in the night. Early start times goes against this natural biological makeup, which can harm students' physical and mental health. Students are not created to learn early in the day, which makes it harder for them to recognize and comprehend the things they are learning. Although health and academic performance are both important, the long-term benefits of later start times go way beyond those two things. Delaying the beginning of the school day can lead to positive long-term well-being effects for students. The effects go beyond just how the students are affected today. It also affects every student's future. If students cannot comprehend at early stages of the day, they grow weaker in those subjects because they are not able to maintain the knowledge they are receiving. The CDC 2015 press release says that students that get the correct amount of sleep are less likely to develop chronic health conditions later in life. Chronic health conditions are a serious subject. Being able to prevent these is very important. People who get the correct amount of sleep are also known to have better emotional regulation throughout their lifetime, which has proved to be a very important and strong skill in the game of life. According to the 2017 Sleep Review magazine on healthy start times, schools that change the time of their day to a later start report a positive student satisfaction as well as school climate, which is beneficial to everybody in the school. Changing the start time of the day is crucial because it improves academic performance, health, and overall long-term well-being of students. Early start times conflict with the sleep patterns, as well as have negative effects on their health and academic success. Pushing for later starts supports our students being healthier, more successful, and happier. The science is clear. Letting teens sleep in a little on school days is not just about being lazy. It's about setting them up for better success in life. Okay, here are my note cards. I only have 3. Thank you.